Ahmet Uluer, and I am the director of the Adult Cystic Fibrosis Program here at Boston Children's Hospital and Brigham and Women's Hospital. It is a combined cystic fibrosis center. Um, I originally went to medical school thinking I was going to probably go into family practice and just be a generalist, or maybe follow in the footsteps of my father, who was an obstetrician gynecologist. And then I met a gentleman with cystic fibrosis who was going to have a lung transplant and then did. And being around that person and their journey as a medical student, it really made me feel like I wanted to take care of people with cystic fibrosis. Like I said, is inherited. It's a mutation that causes a defect in the way we transport certain electrolytes, to keep it simple, but it affects every organ in the body. So they're a very complex group of people whose care has recently simplified because there's now some new drugs that have really dramatically improved their care. But even before those drugs became available, we've been a proponent of exercise because exercise is a modality of treatment, not just lifestyle, but it is sort of a lifestyle, but like is a modality of treatment that helps extend the life of people with cystic fibrosis, but also exercise is an incredible treatment for people with CF. And early on as kids, we want kids to be involved in sports, which as you get sicker and sicker, gets harder and harder to do. So we have other ways of trying to motivate people, and so coming up with a challenge to run the marathon. So one thing is deciding that you want to tackle something like running a marathon. Running a marathon for all of us is a tough decision that you have to decide you're going to run, 26 miles, and that takes sometimes 5-6 hours for people. So you're going to be sitting there running for 5-6 hours. And then talking to your provider to make sure that you are safe to do it. So there's a new treatment by a company that resides here in Boston, and for 90% of people with CF, there's a drug now that can really alter the trajectory of their life. This year, we have 10 people. We've organized 10 people with cystic fibrosis running the marathon. It's going to be really historic, and we're getting a lot of attention from different sources. And we have a documentary filmmaker putting a story about this together because this iconic marathon sort of highlights what these people with CF are doing. I